welcome, my constituents, to World of Jaina Craft. In today's episode of World of Jaina Craft, we will be playing the Shadowlands Alpha and seeing what shenanigans Jaina has gotten into this time. Oh, Jaina, you crazy girl. Dude, my throat hurts. I just got done streaming for like 2 hours. Oh, my throat hurts. I hope I don't got the corona. I only say that because we have someone in our house who got it. Ugh. Did you see Doc is gone? I don't know what that is. Jaina Craft. Whoa, guys, totally first. Epic. Yes, Korean, you were totally first. That is what we call in the business totally epic. I'm going to turn up the game sound a little bit so we can hear text. Do I have to stand on that to go next? I like where we are. This is the Deathbring Sourfang fight. This is a good place to introduce us into. Whoa, look at that sky. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't think skies work that way, but, you know, looks cool. It is a magic world. Doc is permabanned from Twitch. I don't know who Doc is. That's what I meant. I don't know who Doc is. So the fact that he's permabanned doesn't really mean anything to me. Dr. Disrespect. Oh, I vaguely know who he is. I don't really follow Twitch culture very much. He's not a WoW streamer. Objective: complete the Frozen Throne. The peace remains tenuous. These are troubled times. Our people need stability, alliance, and horde alike. We cannot risk sending Azeroth's leaders on what might well be a suicide mission. Our friends who were abducted would offer the same counsel. Coward, I would pay any price to see the Banshee impaled upon my glaive. I would too want Sylvanas to answer for her crimes, but Lorthamar is right. Anduin wouldn't want us to risk well-being of the Alliance for his sake. The Kel'Darai need you if they are to have any hope of finding peace, High Priestess. You dare speak of peace after your atrocities your kind inflicted? Enough. The war is over. We can ill afford to start again. Why is Calitha here? She shouldn't be here. That should be Lillian Voss. Go away, Kalia. People only mildly like you. Also, why is Valera on the Horde side? This girl is more of an Alliance character than a Horde one. People over here make sense. Mirrodin Bronzebeard, High Thane. Kalia Benefit. Lillian Voss should be standing there, not you. Hey look, furry panda.
Make it quick.
I will listen. Speak your piece.
Speak your piece.
Get on with it. What?
Ebon Braid Ritualist. Is that a Nightborn? Whoa.
You need some. Get on with it.
Noble, I love your videos, man. Yes, Noble is a cool guy. Why are you guys mentioning Noble? Do you like frogs? Oh, I do like the frog mount. Can you tell the Coffin joke? Maybe later. Why do you hate Classic? I don't hate Classic. His kind. What the FBL's done to her? Blood Elves?
I wouldn't cross me if
Like,
I were you.
She is very firmly an Alliance character. who is able to infiltrate the Horde because she's a blood elf. Shouldn't Kalia be Gunther Arcanus? Dude, that'd be a good idea. And then we have the Helm of Domination, which is in 5 parts. Makes sense. And then we have Bolvar Swole Dragon, who's also an Alliance character. It is good that you have arrived. We need heroes like you in this dire hour. When Sylvanas shattered the Helm of Domination, her soul became indelibly... Indelibly? I've never seen that word before. Linked to the helm, much as mine had become when I donned it first time. I can sense her presence, and I know where she has gone. If you wish to rescue your leaders, the shattered helm can open a path. I cannot bring you back, however. That you must do on your own. If you're willing to take the risk, then we should begin the ritual at once. Of course. When the Banshee shattered the helm, it tore a gaping wound that the veil between our world and the Shadowlands. During my vigil upon the frozen throne, I caught fleeting glimpses into the realms of death. Among them, I saw a place of unescapable darkness. That is where you must go if you are to save Sylvanas. No, if you are to save those Sylvanas is taken. Together, we can open the way. Place the shards of domination around the circle of runes. Then the ritual can begin. Uh-huh. First shard placed. Where? Oh, there it is. Hey, Gunther, Hero, what's up, Steppa? Where is Anduin? I have no idea. He's probably off doing Anduin things. Bolvar is bad. He is an Alliance character. Where does the next shard go? Ah, there we go. Just a question. Why do people enjoy grinding WoW? I find it boring and repetitive sometimes. It is boring. People don't do it because they like grinding. They do it because they like the rewards that they give. And the fact that the grinding gives a soft wall to it means other people don't have it. So the people who are willing to put up with the grind are able to have something exclusive that not a lot of people have because a grind adds that barrier to entry. The more barriers to entry there are to something, the more rare it becomes. And grinding is a barrier to entry. So people will do it because they're willing to, because they want the rewards. And they also want it because not many other people have it. It's all basic psychology. They better remove the speed buff on this. I mean, this is supposed to be a super epic quest and stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My throat kind of hurts a little bit. Tyrande Whisperwind. We did it, everyone. Yay, congratulations. Oh, did I miss an epic cutscene? There's a whole bunch of dead people around here. No sign yet of the High Priestess. Perhaps she charged ahead into the chaos. Not the most ideal of landings, but I suppose we had no choice. I have not seen any sign of Tyrande either. She landed somewhere else to continue on without us. We should keep an eye out. Okay. The chaotic energies of the place have scattered the Ebon Blade. If those enemies we just fought are any indication, we still need allies if we are to survive this place. We should find them quickly before they can overcome us. Rally 10 Knights of the Ebon Blade in the Crucible of the Damned. Let's go, my boyfriend. Our knights are strong, but they don't stand much chance. Scattered against such an opponent, we need to thin the ranks of our foe. The Ebon Blade won't do us any good if they're all cut down. Defeat 8 moss-worn enemies in the Crucible of Damned. Okay. Hero, who is your waifu? Have you ever heard of Onodera from Nisekoi? That was the first time I ever thought, man, if this person existed IRL, they probably wouldn't like me either. But this person's pretty cool nonetheless. The Crucible of the Damned. Hiram, what's your favorite WoW story? I don't know. By default, probably the stuff with the Lich King, but I kind of like the stuff with Sargeras too. So I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. I like a lot of the stories. What's the rarest mount you have? Probably one of my vicious saddle mounts. Regroup with your fellow Death Knights. Did we just save a Volpera Death Knight? Whoa. I love grinding. I find it relaxing. Yeah, grinding's a lot more bearable if you do it while you're like watching Netflix or something. Or, you know, one of my playlists of my mini top 10 videos. Subscribe to me, the Duologues, for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Top 10s. Here, who was your WoW waifu? WoW waifu? Dark Magician is the girl waifu. Yeah, so the problem with, like, WoW waifus is I imagine all of them would be able to beat me up. Like Sylvanas, she'd probably like kick me to the floor and then step on my neck. And I'd be like, yep, this is Sylvanas, alright. This is exactly what I signed up for. I think Creep Patch will come out in September. I don't. Did I miss anything important? Nope. Hello, Hero. I don't know how much Shadowlands you played, but what do you think about it so far? This seems neat. That's my glowing review. It's neat. Stay vigilant, priest. Okay. F you, Chitoge, all the way. I will fight you, Chitoge. But she's literally the worst one. She's always mean to him. Grinding is especially awesome if the chick is thick. What? Is Darian relevant again? Man, I'm hyped. It looks like it. He was relevant back in Legion too, if you played a Death Knight. One of the larger fiends has several of our knights engaged. Hurry to their aid, lest we lose more of our dwindling forces. Go. It is too late for me. Well, boy, you're screwed. Is the Coffin joke still a thing? I don't know if I've told the Coffin joke in a while. Here, how is your WoW girlfriend Welts? I don't have a WoW girlfriend. Are you crazy? A fractured blade. This clarion will signal the ebon blade to converge on your foe. Use it wisely. No favorite mounts? I vaguely remember them saying you can't mount up in here. Ooh, you can show your character riding it. That's pretty cool. Oh, I want to mount up. I don't want to have to run through this stuff manually. My character is weak, so I gotta sit back and actually attack these things. He's going to expose you like every stream has been exposed already. I mean, like, 2 people have been exposed. That's not everyone. You know how many people are in the WoW community? There's like dozens of us. Is this your first time playing Alpha? Nope. This is just the intro. They finally released it. They released all of the other zones before the intro. The game sounds kind of loud compared to you. Okay, I'll turn down the game sound a little bit. You looking for one? Ha ha ha, JK, unless. Here's the thing. Like, I've had this long-standing policy of, you know, I don't date or hit on fans. Or, like, you know, other YouTubers or just people I meet online in general. But especially fans. Because there's that power dynamic where it's real easy to take advantage of them. And, you know, I'm pretty glad I've had that little thing because of everything that's happened recently. I'm supposed to go over here, but I don't want to fight this thing. That thing looks strong. Is this supposed to be the River Styx? The River of Souls, yep. Ah, don't attack me. But that excludes the entire Earth. No, it just means I'll die alone. That's all it is. It's all good. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. What? I need to get across. How am I supposed to get across? You better watch out for the speak out movement. Me too. Maybe you'll be the next target. Nah. I've had a long policy of, you know, shutting all of that down real quick. If anything comes out about me, it'll be about how, hey, actually, he helped me out in secret and never told anyone. I like to do this thing where I go out of my way to help certain people. And then never tell anyone about it, because it feels good when they bring it up on their own. Thanks for the 20 CA1. Thank you for being you. No, thank you for the 20 CA. I don't know what CA stands for, though, unfortunately. I need to get across this without getting killed by the Magister. Because he killed me last time, and I need to get over here. Anyone able to play current content on a shitty computer? I have a really good computer. That really annoys me. Man, if you think your fans who shit talk you daily think you have power over them, you're funny. Like, there is a certain power dynamic that exists. One that's real easy to exploit. Like, you know, for example, me with my very low popularity and my small YouTuber status, like, I've turned down more fans than, like, I've ever asked out other girls IRL in my life. And I am incredibly unpopular. So I imagine other ones get much more of that. And it's real easy to take advantage of that position. Are you the dual logs guy? You sound just like him. I sure am. CA is Canadian? Man, you'd think I'd know that. Like, 2 of my editors are Canadian. And I pay them and it, like, converts it to that. Are you the dual logs? I sure am. Humble brag. Yeah, I don't like humble bragging. I gotta find a better way to say it so it doesn't sound like a humble brag. Power dynamics are in everything. True, true. People in my position need to be more aware of it, though. You know, obviously some people are going to take advantage of it, and that's the stories you've seen. But you're not going to hear the stories about people who don't take advantage of it. Which there are definitely a lot of as well. Like, I'd assume most people don't. And hearing the stories of the few people who do are going to be shocking. And will definitely take up most of the conversation. Is Devouring Plague not out yet? No, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to using it. That's why I'm playing a priest. Otherwise, I'd be playing a different character. I wanted to see if they had Devouring Plague out yet. Assuming priest is your favorite class, how and why? I guess it's my favorite. Like, it's my favorite in raid settings. Testing stuff on the Shadowlands isn't raid setting related. I'm only playing the priest because I wanted to see if they had Devouring Plague, which they don't yet. That seems like it would have been fun. Runesmith. I love your videos, dude. GG. Why, thank you. YouTube fans are just nasty. Stay away from that for that reason alone. I mean, most of them are very nice people. Especially the ones that reach out. You know, they're just big fans of the stuff I do. Maybe I said the right thing at the right time for them. So they attached on to me specifically. Because, you know, hey, maybe they're going through a hard time and I just happened to say one thing that they needed to hear at that exact moment. And so they reach out and talk, and I'm friendly, and that's the end of it. Whereas other people would probably take it a little bit further and take advantage of that vulnerable state. Hey, here, roll a d20. You know, I am going to be making a clickbait top 10 D&D channel. And it's going to be called the D&D Logs. I have the first video being worked on right now. But there are no videos on the channel yet. I think I still have it. Let me see if I can give you guys a link to it. That's going to be my new venture. Ah! Save me, Jesus. Save me, Tom Cruise. Damn it. No. Is there a teleport back to the entrance? Can I teleport back over there? Damn it. It won't let you mount. I gotta run over there. Ah, my throat hurts. Wait, really? Great. I gotta stop talking so much. I'm gonna ruin my voice. Are you having fun with Shadow Priest and Shadowlands though? I'm considering resub when I get my PC and I want to know if you're feeling if it's meh. Here's the thing, like Shadow Priest is probably the worst spec to play for solo content. And the only thing I'm testing right now is solo content. Like, Shadow Priests are some of the most fun I've had in raids. Like, legit. Someone was making a post on Reddit yesterday talking about, like, here's my fixes for Shadow Priests. And it was basically, we're removing Void Form and turning it into a cooldown. And we're also giving you Shadow Orbs back. And I made a post basically saying, like, that's a terrible idea. And here's why. Shadow Orbs are lame. Nobody liked them when they were current content. And the fact that Shadow Priests don't have cooldowns is a selling point of the class, not a negative. The thing is, though, it's really bad for solo content. And the only reason Shadow Priests were good, like, in the middle of BFA is because of essences, which kind of filled a slot they sorely needed. Oh no, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Right, my Nightborn actually has slows. This is my only character who can, like, uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Who can kite a little bit. In raids, Shadow Priests are fun. For solo content, they're like the worst class ever. Just legit. I don't know if any other class comes close to being as bad as killing low health mobs as Shadow Priests. It's just so slow. That's why they're giving them Devouring Plague, which is a really good idea. I like that system that they're proposing with Devouring Plague, where it uses insanity, and it's supposed to be meant to use for low health content and not, you know, in void form. I was like, man, that's such a good idea. That kind of like fixes all the problems they have, while also like fitting into their toolkit of being another dot. That's why I really want to try it out. What priest would you suggest for solo content? I'm still looking for good specs for solo content. Like, I've been experimenting. So far, I think Fury is the most fun for solo content, but like I'm still trying different specs and stuff. I think Fury is pretty up there though. I really like the whole, you know, only having one rage spender thing where you just push Rampage and nothing else. That's actually a lot of fun. Because like, hey, the only button you push that uses your rage just happens to hit really damn hard. It's like, that's kind of fun. I don't like priest ramp up time. I would like it much more if it was faster to get to full damage. That's part of the fun though. Like the excitement of pushing the buttons as quickly as possible while watching your sanity slowly drain as the fight goes longer and longer. Plus, you know, dodging all the raid mechanics while you're doing it. Like I remember in there's that one fight in the Ajara raid where you go into the Insanity Realm and it gives you like 50% extra haste, and you can stay in void form for the entire time if you're fast enough at pushing your buttons, and you're constantly like dodging tentacles that are trying to push you out. That is like some of the most fun I've had DPSing in a raid, and I hate DPSing in raids. Like Shadow Priest is legit fun when it comes to DPSing in raids, and that comes from someone who like hates all other classes. I used to think I hated DPSing in raids until I tried out Shadow Priest. I was like, wow, this unique mechanic is so good. It would be a huge disservice to the game if they got rid of it, because people complain without really knowing what they're talking about. What spec level is Mistwalker? I mean, non-healing specs. Like, obviously healing specs are going to suck. When it comes to DPS specs, Shadow is the worst. Like, even tanking specs are going to do less damage. But that's not what I'm talking about. Like, you don't go healing or tank for leveling because you want efficiency. You're doing that because you're too lazy to go to one of your DPS specs. But for priests, they don't have the option to go to another DPS spec. Like, their DPS spec is Shadow, and that's it. So it's either like have the worst DPS spec in the game for solo content, or go to one of the two healing specs, which are inferior to all the DPS specs as well. So you just have 3 bad options to choose from. Holy Priest's best solo spec, it kills things slower than Shadow. It appears we've escaped our enemies' notice for the moment. We should take the opportunity to scout the nearby area for signs of our allies. We will draw less attention alone. The Ebon Blade will hold back, awaiting my signal. Come, let us see what awaits us in this hellscape. You can't say hell, that's a bad word. I'm proud of you? For what? I love your vids, bro. Why, thank you. When you get lucky and literally burst down your opponents, you'd be a healer? Yeah, I'm a healer most of the time. Disc Priest is a lot of fun. I vastly prefer to heal as a Disc Priest in raid than to DPS. But if I were to DPS, Shadow's a lot of fun. Rogues are only fun in PvP. Like, PvP is a completely different story. Like, when it comes to PvP, the most fun spec I've played is Resto Druid. Like, that is a lot of fun in arenas. And I would definitely not play a Resto Druid in raids, because they're boring as hell in raids. But they're super fun in arenas. First clue found. Frost magic. Looks like the work of our friend, Lord Admiral. The conflict seems to move in the direction. We should follow the trail before it grows cold. Huh, good jokes. Let's go find Jaina. Jaina, my girlfriend. Healing is boring here. Not if you play Disc Priest. I'd agree, like every other healing spec is boring as hell to play, except for Disc. Like, you know, it's Disc, one of the most fun specs to play in the game in raids, and then all other specs, and then healers at the bottom. Festering Soul. Uh-oh, I fell down. Why is there a polymorph target over here? When the next Villain's Corner? I need to write the script for it. Currently, the Villain's Corner artist started a new job. And I have her working on other drawings for a top 10 video. It's better than doing more damage quicker. Jaina up ahead, Lady Proudmoore. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Praise the light. I'd almost given up hope. Jaina looks upon the Ebonblade Knights. Is this all that remains of your forces? It's a relief to see friendly faces again, but we have little time for pleasantries. Friendly faces? I remember fighting you in the battle for Dazara Lore. Thrall is wounded, and we are being hunted by the denizens of this realm. We must seek shelter at once. Come, I believe I know of a place. We can't stay here. Can you walk, Thrall, my boy? My dude, my wonderful pal, my life partner. I will manage. Thank you for coming to my aid, Jaina. Something's flying at us from above. What? Is it Sindragosa? They found us. Be ready. I don't see nothing. Oh, okay. I guess I see those things. Whoa, we got attacked pretty quickly. Is she using arcane magic now? Isn't she a frost mage? That's illegal. Can you do top 10 lore and weapons? That sounds like a good idea. Can you be more specific on what kind of top 10 lore on weapons would work? WoW lore is fun to read. Read, watch everything you can find about on the internet. Yeah, WoW lore. Some of it's pretty good. 3v3 Shadow Priest is fun. Not as fun as playing a Resto Druid. Jaina waifu confirmed? Heck yeah. Hey here, would you like a Dragonsworn class? Hell yeah, I would. Didn't I make a video about that? Yeah, I did. I did make a video about that. Quit a couple years ago. Shadowlands worth coming back for? If so, now or wait? I would definitely say heck yeah. And the end of BFA is pretty darn fun. If I do say so myself. I don't know if people would agree with me though. She's a plot mage, uses all the specs at once like Khadgar but with less explanation. I mean, I think it makes more sense to be able to use all of them. Like, they only have you focus on one of the specs for gameplay reasons. Lore-wise, it makes sense to be able to use all of them. Hey, here, do a Villain's Corner and Terran Gorefiend. If I do another Villain's Corner, I want it to be on either Sargeras or Gul'dan. And I'll make sure to call him Gul'dan so people get mad at me. I've left some mirror images behind to keep them distracted. The illusion won't hold for long. Hurry! Okay, Jaina. Those images will keep them distracted. There's a cave far from here. If we hurry, we can seek refuge. Those fiends will give chase if they spot us. Be prepared for a fight. With any luck, we can reach it while stealth. I'm pretty stealthy. I am a Shadow Priest. Let us hope so. Our captors will not be pleased when you've managed to slip past them. Well, there goes our luck. Oh shit, they just came down and killed everyone. You will not escape our grasp, mortals. I'm not immortal. But Terran Gorefiend is the first Death Knight? I mean, like, the story of Gul'dan will also have Terran Gorefiend in it. Not his full story, but it will definitely mention him. Gul'dan. No, I have to call him Gul'dan because otherwise people won't comment on the videos and I won't get that juicy, like, algorithm boost. Hey here, what are your favorite flying mounts? I'm looking to get more so I can collect them. But my favorite flying mount is that pig that you get from the store. I don't know if you can really collect that. Because it reminds me of myself. Terran Gorfin is a human or an orc? It's an orc spirit in a human body. She leapt into the rift just ahead of us. She vowed to find Sylvanas Windrunner at any cost. Whoa, that is troubling. An ancient ritual infused her with incredible power. I fear it may be growing beyond her ability to contain it. We should stick together. Our enemies here could overwhelm us at any moment. Your cell awaits, mage. The jailer has plans for you. I've had enough of your cages, fiends. There is nowhere to run. Nothing escapes the maw. What about me, the maw walker? Hello there. I'm the person who escapes the maw. Gul'dan created Terran, so Gul'dan greater than Terran Gorfin. Like, the reason I want to do Gul'dan is because there's nothing on the Second War, like, out there. There's no images or pictures or in-game cutscenes. The Second War is very largely undocumented in-game. But it's also super important and comes up all the time in, like, videos. And I never have anything to show for it. You know, like, if I want to talk about Aiden Paranold, like, who's that? You guys have probably never heard of him, even though he's a super important lore character who betrayed the Alliance and almost lost them the war. But he doesn't appear in game. He doesn't have any NPC models, no, like, there's no cutscenes or anything. So if I want to talk about him, I have to show, like, a really low-res picture of him from, like, Wowhead or something. No, like Wowpedia. So if I do a Villain's Corner on Gul'dan, I'll have all of those juicy images drawn by Rachel for the Second War, and then I can actually show those in videos. That's my main motivation for wanting to do Gul'dan, because it allows me to document the Second War. And I really need images of the Second War. Like, so bad. Screw the Paranolds. Exactly. The Syndicate? Yeah, I think they turned into the Syndicate. Thanks for the $1.99, Melvin Johnson. Love your videos. Hate WoW. Do woo. Rest here while you can, Hermagon. I will tell you what I know. Anduin insists that our allies would come for us. I confess I had begun to doubt him. I'm sure you would have many questions. I'll do what I can to provide answers, but I'm afraid even after that. What has it been? Weeks? Longer? Time loses all meaning in a place such as darkness. Forgive me. Let me tell you what little I can. Tell me about this place. Alright, where to begin? They call this place the Maw. From what I gather, it serves as a prison for the most foul and irredeemable souls that ever existed, I guess. Sometime, something has changed. We have seen pure noble souls held captive here as well. They cry out in torment. Indeed, and I'd wager Sylvanas Windrunner is somehow behind it. It seems she has made powerful ally that she hears whispers of some they call the jailer. Ooh. Tell me more about the jailer. The jailer rules the realm. We don't know much about him, but he seems to have a special interest in us, I guess. He has personally overseen our treatment here. We have endured countless torments. At times it felt as if we were being tested, though for what purpose I cannot guess. Whatever the jailer and the Banshee are planning won't end well for any of us. Oh, is that Bane? Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Where were the others taken? The others are being held captive. I have tried to reach them, many attempts to break them free, but I haven't found them. What I have found is a way to leave the place. The maw feels inescapable. Some of the souls here have wandered this realm for untold ages. Perhaps one of them knows a way out. I have only been able to speak to a few souls. Most of them haven't been here long. Those that have are either aggressive or broken. They manifest as malevolent shades that wander the dark reaches of this place. Is there a way to extract their secrets? It might tell us what we need to know. The Ebon Blade has ways to compel the dead to speak. I suggest we have words with them. I need time to recover after the battle. Thrall could use rest too. While we rest, perhaps you and Morgren can sink more answers, I guess. If these souls have information we need, we will take it from them. Even after being shattered by the Banshee, the helm fragment given to you by Bolvar holds the power of domination. With it, we should be able to take control of what spirits long enough to find about what we know. They will need to be sufficiently weakened before we can break them. I'm confident that you're more than capable of the task. Okay. Mentally mind control some souls. Gotcha. Invalid target? That's a freaking soul from the thing. Hey hero, is there official art of the Second War? Nope. There is art of the Paladins versus Death Knight. There's a member of the royal family, Alterek. That's one of the members of the Syndicate. Yeah, the Paranolds. That's who I'm talking about. Hey hero, how much gold do you have right now? In this game, not a lot. In live WoW, I have like 50k because I spent 5 million on the mount recently. That is a pain. WoW moving much of the lore outside the game. Books, for example, they're cool, but should be addition, not requirement to understand what's going on. I disagree. They're able to go into a lot more detail in books than they can in-game. And people largely don't care about the lore in-game. So being forced to read all that stuff would just piss off people. So they would have to simplify everything, which would ruin the story. Being able to tell in a book means they can explore so much more. Like, there's so many things you can explore in a book that you can't in a video game. One of the biggest ones is the internal dialogue. You can't really do internal dialogues in a video game because that's too much reading. But it's pretty standard practice in books, and that gives you so much more information on the world. And they're able to like jump point of views and do a whole bunch of things that they don't have to set up. Because like in the video game, your character has to have a reason to see all this shit go down. Like right now, my reason is I'm the champion of Azeroth and I'm helping these people out do things. But like, you know, sometimes stories are pretty confined to just one player doing one thing. Or a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of different things at once at the same time. And you can't really show all of that as in the video game. Books can just tell the lore better than a video game ever could. And I think they're great supplements. Jaina is a mouse screaming with you to leave her alone with Thrall. Most unenthusiastic voice ever. See, this is why I use a fake voice when I make videos. Here, good morning from Australia. Love your streams. You should dub Jaina. To like my unenthusiastic Jaina voice? Probably not. A maleficent shadow. Woo, he got his longboy. Sure did. I made a video about it last week too. They're literally pulling a Garrosh on us. I mean, sure, whatever. Hey, look, there's a bad guy who controls dead people. They're literally pulling a Lich King on us. Agony, eternal despair. Neat. I too am a fan of agony and or eternal despair. Oh, it doesn't work on him. Final Fantasy IV has the echo that lets you experience things from others have and witness their memories, even their emotions at the time. It's great storytelling too. I'll have to look into that. I've heard Final Fantasy does a good job of telling their stories in game. I'd like to see how they do it. At last, the true end. Pff, give me better information. Thanks for the €2, I think. Only stamina. Maiev is hot. Where is she? Maiev is probably rotting in a jail cell somewhere because she's a criminal who murdered a whole bunch of civilians and people just kind of forgot about. Well, Illidan was kind of neutral. That's true. Sylvanas was just pure manipulation. Yeah, Sylvanas is great. I wish they'd have a Sylvanas too. They should have more undead girls with exposed midriffs. I'd pay money for that. No, don't follow me. No, leave me alone. What do you think will happen to Sylvanas? I have no idea. That's what I like about the stories. I have no idea what they're gonna do. I agree. One of my favorite Warcraft books is War Crimes because it shows the opinions of many different characters in the same topic. Oh yeah, I love War Crimes. It's one of my favorite Warcraft books. Pain, Torment, Oblivion. Man, these guys are useless. No wonder they died. Sylvanas 2 Electric Boogaloo? Heck yeah, you can never have too many Sylvanases. Kalia, we got another one. I don't know about Kalia. Kalia's too old. She looks too middle-aged. She needs to look younger like Sylvanas. I hope Sylvanas gets married to Draka. Thanks for the €2 only stamina. Yeah, I don't know about that. Look over to the ridge. There lies our quarry. No telling how many souls are writhing together within that amalgamation. With any luck, one of them might be coherent enough to give us answers. We cannot take that thing alone. I will signal the Ebon Blade when we engage the enemy. Yeah, okay, if you say so. Hero, is English your mother tongue? Why, yes it is. Did you notice how wonderful I am able to speak it? I don't like Sylvanas, but her Rule 34 is kind of based. I like the idea because Blizzard's writing is bad. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. When it comes to video game lore, they do a pretty good job. I also like offer a lot of allowances for video game lore. I don't treat it to the same level as I would a book series or a TV show. Hirama, that's the pound sign. Is it? Oh, okay. So it's British pounds, not euros. Gotcha. I shall probably forget next time as well because I'm bad at those things. Haha, he said I can't bind him and then I just did. Find enough mouths and one of them is bound to speak. Let's bring this thing back to the cave and find out what they know. Nathanos is a badly written character. Change my mind? Nathanos is great. I love him. I wish he would yell at me more. My instincts were correct. Whatever dark magic binds these souls together also keeps them more or less coherent. It will take time, but we will find out what the thing knows. My interrogation will require the use of the helm. But rest assured, I will return it to your care. Let us bring our prize to the Lord Admiral. You're coming with me. I keep trying to mount up, and I can't. Based opinion, Nathanos isn't a simp, and he's cool. I mean, he can be both. Such crybabies, Pain, Torment, Oblivion, Pitch, I, DK have died and come back to life 3 times, and you little baby ghostly complaining, time to grow up. Hey, just because you've had it worse doesn't mean they're not entitled to also have a bad time. Let's see, if the real plan of Sylvanas is to clone herself and have an army of Sylvanases, would you join her? Man, in a heartbeat. Speak, fiend. No mercy. Hello, hero. How are you feeling about Shadowbreeze at this point? I've seen lots of videos saying they're not that good. That's because we're just doing solo content and leveling stuff. The real strength of Shadowbreeze lies in their raiding scene. Like, they're just as bad as they've always been when it comes to solo content, so there's nothing to judge them on. They are going to make it a little bit better once they introduce Devouring Plague, but they haven't added that in yet. It seems your search was a success. Enough rest, there must be more done. We've got to save our friends. Anduin is being kept in a place that Shades calls the Themaculum. What? Tremaculum. It's not far, but the way is perilous. I have tried more than once to free him from his captors, but the forces holding him are too great for me to handle alone. I'm counting on your presence to tip the scales. Okay, let's go, Thrall. My boy, my buddy, my dude. Once we have Anduin, this will act as an anchor for me to get us back to safety. Alright, let's get going. Okie dokie. Dalian was the most base character in Warcraft? Yeah, I don't know about that. Back in the day, I wanted an option to side with the Lich King, but alas. Why would you want to side with the Lich King? He's evil. I simp for Alexandros. I love him. I'm tired of Jaina. Jaina's awesome, though. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Have I ever showed you guys my splash screen? Like whenever WoW isn't showing up, it shows a picture of Jaina instead. See, this is my splash screen. You know, one could say I'm a little bit of a fan of Jaina. Just a little bit. She's not as cool as Sylvanas, but she's pretty cool nonetheless. Shit, that wasn't supposed to hit me. I killed it with Shadow Word Pain. I shouldn't have taken the damage. That's bull crap. That's bullanky. No, please don't tell me your screen is a woman. Jaina just made a portal like the one from Warlocks? Looks like it. She made a contingency plan. They nerfed Jaina in Hearthstones. Yeah, they nerfed her her assets. Because it's a PG friendly game. Hey, I don't show pictures of cleavage on any of my thumbnails either. I totally get it. I'm too afraid to show any of that kind of stuff. Because, like, whenever you submit a video for YouTube, they have you do this little checklist to basically be like, do you have any of these things in your video? Do you have light profanity or light sexual content? And I don't like having to hit yes on any of those checkboxes. Like, there's a video I made recently for this channel. And I can't really talk about some of the characters without saying some light cuss words. Because, like, one of the characters' name is literally dumbass. But, it's pronounced Dumas. And I can't really talk about him without, also having expletives in the video itself. So I had to click on the little check mark that said there's light profanity in the video. Like, it still monetized the video. There's no problems with it. But I don't like having to click on those check marks. Stop the action. Nerfing Jaina's assets is truly a sign of the darkest timeline. It's more like, to keep things more PG friendly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If anything, it makes the times where she does come in a revealing outfit, have more impact. Like, if she's constantly revealed, then it doesn't really mean anything the next time she shows up in some kind of cool new outfit. If there's no contrast, then it doesn't really matter. It reminds me of, like, the Shadowverse card game. Like, every single character in there is an attractive female anime girl in a revealing outfit. And it's like, yawn, who cares? Everyone looks the same. They're all revealing characters and revealing outfits. But like in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's much rarer. So the very few like female cards that are in a revealing outfit like stand out from the rest so hard. And the players just latch onto it like crazy. Like everybody loves the Dark Magician girl, even though it's super rare for the girls to have revealing outfits in that card game. But if they all had revealing outfits, then no one would really care, because it would just be normal and standard. Kiwi Magician girl better than the rest. I'm trying to think like, hey, look how popular the Sky Striker archetype is, and they don't have any revealing outfits there. I sense tendrils of magic connecting this rune to the tower. It should take us there. Okay. This kind of looks like Torghast. Can I break these? This definitely looks like Torghast. But in Wild, Frostlich Jaina is unnerfed. That's funny. I remember Frostlich Jaina was so annoying to play against. Giving all of your elementals lifesteal is crazy. I will not be broken. Is that Sylvanas? All that you have fought for, all that you struggle to protect, will be consumed by the maw. Struggle all you like, you will never leave here, little lion. Sylvanas has the jailer's forces at her command. She could call them down to overwhelm us. It won't do Anduin any good if we're all captured. Let's hold off on engaging her until we know what she's after. Lie low and observe. What happens next? Damn her, Anduin, are you alright? What happened? God damn it. I will live. It's good to see you. I wanted to see what happened. I knew in my heart the light wouldn't fail us. Your presence here is proof of that. The light will guide us through. Sylvanas thinks is broken. She believes she has already won. We will show her how mistaken she is. First, I need your help. The bonds that hold me are impossibly strong. We will need the key to free me of them. My imprisonment here has been overseen by a creature they call the Afflictor. The key is likely in its possession. Okay. I have seen many souls brought here during my detention. The jailer seems to want to break them, to twist them into his service. Or worse, no soul deserves such a fate, Horumagold. The Mossworn here hold the keys to their chains. Free as many as you can. We'll get them away from here. Okay. I hope Blizzard's gonna explain the storyline, explain some bullshit about her spirit being controlled by something. Like, Blizzard rarely does that. There isn't really a precedent for them to, like, make one of their major characters mind-controlled. I'm trying to think. The last time they had a character mind-controlled, which made them evil, was maybe the Lich King. And even that's kind of iffy. Because, like, Arthas wasn't that mind-controlled. There were a lot of points in where he knew what he was doing and could have stopped it, but he didn't want to. Rathion's not mind-controlled. Garona's not like a recent villain. That's like OG. Arthas was a wuss. Like, I know I made a video called Arthas Did Nothing Wrong, and the main point was that he was mind-controlled, so it wasn't his fault. But that's kind of the joke of the video, is that that's not really true. Cordana Felsong. She kind of willingly joined the Legion. Unless you're thinking about the Watcher who got, like, turned into an undead. Is this where I'm supposed to go? I'm supposed to free them by getting keys, but there are no keys up here. I probably need to come down here to get keys. Yeah. You're grabbing strings, Lord Deathwing. Deathwing was mind controlled, that's true. So yeah, the last time they had a mind controlled character was Deathwing. Deathwing wasn't mind controlled? Yeah, part of the thing was that he was corrupted by the old gods, which is basically mind control. You're right about Deathwing. Like, he was a pretty cool dude before the old gods got to him. Like, Deathwing is definitely more corrupted than Arthas was. Arthas, sure, he was corrupted too, but not really by that much. Like, he had the opportunity to resist, and he just didn't want to. He was kind of already an asshole by that point. What I miss? How's Jane and Drawl? I don't know why they're here. They never explained it. They just told us to go rescue them. Deathwing wasn't mind control, he just became crazy. It's kind of the same thing. They're driven mad in order to work for the bad guys. Same thing, mind control by a different word. I totally, like, you know, because I'm looking for examples of characters being mind controlled. I would definitely agree Deathwing fits. Malagos was right. Thanks for the $2 pounds. Only stamina. Yeah, Malagos was also, I wouldn't say he was mind controlled. He went crazy. Like, crazy in the sense that he wasn't doing something for someone else. Like, Deathwing was strictly working for N'Zoth. You know, he had someone pulling his strings. Malagos, he went crazy, but, like, on his own, and then was doing his own thing, which doesn't count as being mind controlled. Being crazy and being mind controlled is about the same thing in terms of the game. I think the signifier is like whether or not you're being controlled by someone. You know, both Deathwing and Malagos did go crazy, but Malagos wasn't controlled by anyone. His plans were his own, whereas Deathwing was very strictly a minion of N'Zoth. Like, straight up. Garona was under control. Garona's not a main villain, though. And she did all her stuff before World of Warcraft started. Not direct mind control. People signed up for it. The Dreadlords and Scarlet Crusade, plus stuff people attempt for them. Not exactly mind control, but the one doing the manipulation was kind of controlling the actions. Yeah, the Scarlet Crusade, they're not mind controlled. They're like, you know, manipulated. That's different. It's kind of like the difference between people who willingly join a cult in the real world. You know, there's no magical mind control, but they definitely are able to get a whole bunch of people because of the human condition and psychology and stuff like that. Malagos was just de-weaponized everyone to the project to protect. Malagos was straight crazy. I have a villain's corner on Malagos. Like, if I ever make a villain's corner on someone, then I am an expert on that character. Because, like, the way I make the villain's corners is I become an expert on the topic, and I learn everything there is to possibly know about them, because I then will rewrite the lore in my own words. You know, like summarizing everything to make it easier to understand. And you can't do that unless you're an expert on the topic. So I learn, like, everything there is to know about all the topics whenever I make a Villain's Corner video, so I can rewrite it in my own words. So, like, if I do a video on someone, a Villain's Corner, then I know everything about them. And Malagos is one of the people I did a Villain's Corner on. Like, I remember when I wrote the Lich King video on the April Fool's one this year. You know, the Lich King did nothing wrong. I actually forgot about April Fool's, and I had to rush out that video. But since I had made a Villain's Corner on Arthas in the previous year, I was already an expert on Arthas, and I had all of his lore memorized, so I didn't have to actually look anything up. I could write the entire thing from memory, which allowed me to write the script in a day. I don't think the script was good. It definitely suffered from being written so fast. But all the information was correct. Because I had made a Villain's Corner on him. Is Thrall hurt? Or is there some reason why he has his hand in his chest? I think he's hurt. I'm not 100% sure. What about Ysera? Corrupted and mind controlled? That's true. Ysera was corrupted and mind controlled. That's another one. So far we have only dragon aspects. That's another one. Because we have Deathwing, Malagos, and Ysera. God, dragon aspects have it tough. Only the dragon aspects get corrupted and mind controlled. Controlled and manipulated is synonymous? No, we're specifically talking like magical mind control. You know, it's like a really terrible cliche plot in fantasy. Like, oh, the bad guy only did it because he was magically mind controlled the whole time. It's like, ugh, that's lame. Nobody likes that. And people complain that that happens a lot in WoW, and it really doesn't. It rarely happens. Most of the villains have, like, you know, their own agendas that they want to do. And they're evil because it just happens to align with their agenda. Loken was more of an ass? Yeah, Loken was just an ass. Like, you know, Yogg-Saron did eventually take control of him, but that was just through old-fashioned psychology, no, like, magical mind control. He manipulated him the old-fashioned way because his old god magic didn't work on him. You know, I guess the most recent one would probably be Ra-Den. Ra-Den was definitely taken control of by Inzoth. Now, as Dormu is becoming corrupted eventually, and you count Murazond. Yeah, but that one, like, you know, he goes mad on his own. That's another Malagos situation. He's not getting corrupted by an old god or Xavius. Man, I am dying so fast. Who's your favorite villain? I don't know. I'm really partial towards Garrosh, but I wouldn't call him my favorite. You know, if Sylvanas is a villain, then she's probably my favorite. Because she's very cool and very powerful. And a very attractive woman in a revealing outfit. That's a pretty big one. Murazond is the good guy in the Strathholm scenario. No, he's not. I mean, like, technically he's trying to prevent the Lich King from doing things because he knows it'll screw with the timeline. That's why you have to go help Arthas purge the city, because it needs to happen. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I need a HP. Sure, like one situation you actually have agency and can pick a different choice. You're driven to the other thing by manipulation, but it requires you. S-Priest problems. What about Cenarius and Elisande? Let's see. Cenarius was definitely mind-controlled. Elisande wasn't mind-controlled, but she was manipulated by Gul'dan because she thought she was in an impossible scenario where she couldn't possibly win. Which is good old-fashioned manipulation, not magical mind control. But Cenarius was definitely magically mind controlled. That's why we were able to break it. What's your favorite good guy turned bad? Kel'Thas is mine. Good guy turned bad? Man, I have no idea. I wouldn't say Kel'Thas, though. That seems really specific. I don't know if there's enough people like that. Maybe it would have to be Sylvanas. But she was never very good to begin with. What are your predictions about Vol'jin? I have no idea. Vol'jin's cool, though. Kilrog wasn't mind-controlled so much he was picked. Yeah. There's a difference between being mind-controlled and just being manipulated. One of them requires magic and forcibly making them do it. The other one is making them think it's their own idea. Ilisande watches JoJo. Probably. Even she doesn't know how killing bites works. Let's go free Anduin, my boy, my buddy, my pal, my dude, my compatriot. Is there any way Sylvanas could be the good guy? Yeah. It wouldn't be very interesting. What? I didn't get the right one? Oh my god, I gotta go find a specific key. A riveting. I don't wish to dodge spikes. Dang it, I got hit. Kael'thas did nothing wrong. I mean, except for betraying his people for more power. Stupid Kael'thas. Man, my throat kind of hurts. The Scarlet Crusade was manipulated but not mind controlled. They're fanatics, not drones. Yep, there is a distinction. You know, people don't like magical mind control when it's used too much. People are a lot more lenient when it's just good old-fashioned manipulation, though. Because that's a lot more realistic. And a lot more, you know, real. Absorbed. Is this inside Torghast? No, but it definitely has the same architecture as Torghast. Will we see the Shaman / Lich King helm near Zul in Shadowlands? We haven't seen him so far. But we never know. All of this is very Arthas Lich King related. We haven't seen any of them yet. It seems kind of suspect that they wouldn't show up. But remember, we didn't see anything with Ajara until like halfway through BFA, even though she was part of the Warbringer specials. Argus would be vulnerable to naivety and traumatic abuse. He was never allowed to do what he was meant to by the Titans and was used. I don't think you need to mind control him for that. For him to be pissed. Yeah, he was like used as a mana battery for thousands of years. Of course he would be a little bit angry. Just a tiny bit though. I'm sure he's cool about it. And be like, yeah, I know why you did it. It's cool. I don't hold any grudges. Live and let live, you know? He needed to fuel your demon army, which was trying to destroy all life in the universe. That's cool. I respect the hustle, man. Oh yes, let me drive my people to death to save them. Yeah, Kael'thas was an extreme dude. Man, I can feel like I'm losing my voice. I gotta stop talking so much. I love your dry, sarcastic tone here. It's because I'm losing my voice. I did a 2-hour stream before this one. I've been talking too much. I'm not used to talking so much. And I can't exactly not talk during a stream, you know? Before Sylvanas broke the helm, was Ner'zhul still in the helmet? Like, maybe. Technically, he's dead, but we've seen traces of him since they said he was dead, so, yeah, like, they could bring him back. You know, no one really dies in WoW. They're just temporarily out of the picture until they find a way to bring them back. Get some tea? Yeah, I should probably, like whenever my throat starts going out, I drink some hot steamy liquids and it usually makes it feel better. my current favorite hot steamy liquid is hot chocolate. I have like these little hot chocolate cups that I put into my K-cup coffee machine. And it gives me 1 cup of hot cocoa, and it tastes pretty good. And that usually makes my throat feel a little bit better. Don't worry about talking too much. You're going to be talking all night too. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I freed you. Thank you, Haramagold. I feared I would never know life without shackles again. We should move quickly. Are you fit to travel? I will be fine once this place is behind us. Lead us on. Ooh, I don't like where this is going. I had almost forgotten the feeling of freedom. Now, let us make flight of these fiends. We should not linger here any longer. I believe Blaine Bloodhoof is being held on the far side of the Soul River. We should gather our forces before seeking him out. I just hope Mograine was able to glean some information from the soul you captured. My teleportation ability is limited here, but I should be able to open a portal back to my staff's location. How convenient that teleportation is limited. Those wounds look serious, Thrall. Let me tend to them. Thank you, Anduin. I will feel good to be back at full strength. Okay, now kiss each other lightly on the cheeks. No? Okay, okay. Oh, you're just in time. I think our friend has something to share. Good. How convenient. Speak. How do we leave this place? Futile. The path sealed long ago. So there is a way out. Tell us where to find it. Waystone at the cauldron, perhaps. The ghost is the only thing that's voice line, that has voices. I prefer coffee. Like, yeah, coffee is good too, but I'm not trying to get more caffeine, you know? Like, I just need something to warm my throat. And I don't need more caffeine. So I'm just going to drink hot cocoa instead. That's all we get. The cauldron he speaks of lies beyond the River of Souls. I believe Bane is being held there. And it seems our course is clear. How convenient. Man, all of this stuff is very convenient. What do you think about Blizzard removing the Swifty NPC? Yeah, they removed that a little bit too fast. But like, you know, look at the whole Method situation. People were yelling at people at Method who weren't leaving the company fast enough. Like, I can totally see why they did that. There's a Swifty NPC? Yeah, I didn't know there was one either until I heard it was removed. Hot lemon water is real nice. I'm sure there's other alternatives, but like, I already have my hot cocoa. I just need something hot for my throat, because hot steamy liquids helps whenever you use your throat too much. Here, do e-girls and Instagram influencers deserve human rights? Only if they're actually humans, which you can't be too sure of. I cannot say I enjoyed wielding the Helm of Domination. The magic it holds is unsettling to the dead. I gladly return it in your care. Okay. We cannot just leave these souls to their fate. Why not? What remains of the Ebon Blade will hold guard here. Signal us when you find the Waystone. Our next step is clear. We must travel to Zolvar's Cauldron, a frightful place I've heard spoken of in fractual whispers. It's a forge of sort that lies across the River of Souls. I have been there a handful of times, but I have seen Bane held captive by soldiers there. If fortune favors us, he'll still be nearby. Once he's safe, we can see about finding the waystone the Shade spoke of. Oh, nice. Now we have Anduin helping. Look, I have 3 of the most important characters in Warcraft following me around, helping me kill things. That makes me feel special. Have you considered joining Parlor? I don't know what that is. You're troubled, Thrall. What is it? Tyrande is out there, somewhere in the madness. We cannot leave her behind. Agreed, but we have no idea where she is. We will have best or find her, but this waystone may be our only means of escape. We will have to return for her. Why does Thrall care about Tyrande? That doesn't make any sense. Is Swifty linked to Method? No, Swifty has his own thing. His wife accused him of, like, doing some nasty things to her. But she's also not a very credible person, so there's a high likelihood that she's just lying for attention. Which is terrible. Because a whole bunch of other people have come out with a lot more legitimate things, and it, like, really, hampers it when you have people giving false accusations like that. But then again, you know, we don't know if it's false or not. There's no evidence for or against it. And honestly, I can picture someone like doing that. He's just a really wholesome boomer that wants to play WoW. Yeah, basically, like, you know, lots of people have come to his defense saying, like, you know, he's a super wholesome person that they've known for years. And that, you know, the person giving him the accusations is the complete opposite and is totally known for lying for attention. Sounds like a Tuesday, right? Gorga, the River of Souls. Hold on, I hear something. Okay, Thrall. Ah, it's Helia! You unworthy souls, feed the darkness. Unworthy, I heard you were beaten quite a soundly unworthy champion, which you will pay for that insult. The skies of your world will be darkened by the wings of the Mossworn. Well, that scared me. For Azeroth. He just fucking threw his thing. Drown among the souls of the damned. Ah! Let's get out of here, Thrall. Thrall, my boyfriend, my beautiful dude, my pal, what happened to you? Whoa. But what about I trust in Sylvanas? Please, I trust Sylvanas too. I trust her with my life. The jailer has Bane. This is worse than we feared. Oh, that is pretty bad. His wounds are mending, but his spirit remains weakened. I've never seen anything like it. I believe I have, in a place very far from here. Poor Bane. He's so young. Pulling aggro. What a dumb A. I can't say curse words on here. Pronounced parlay because French. Man, Helia scared me. I wasn't expecting that. She just popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa! That was spooky. Even as Bane's flesh mends, his spirit draws closer to death. I have seen dark magic like this before, among the Shadow Moon clan. The jailer's minions have inflicted a similar malady upon Bane. Malady, I think? The only cure for the Shadow Moon's curse was to find the object they used to poison the spirit and shatter it. The sorcerers of this realm wield ornamental daggers. That might be what we're looking for. But we must find the one that they used on Bane quickly. Okay. Hey, Goodex. I was a damned fool for throwing my axe at the sea hag. We can't afford to lose focus. The battle ahead won't be easy. I'll need another weapon to help us fight to the Waystone. Looks like these soldiers have plenty of armaments. Let's keep an eye out for one I can use. I shall give you a crossbow. When you were in the river, didn't your int decrease to 1? Yes, and I all of a sudden wanted to smoke cigarettes. That's what happens whenever I become stupid. A crossbow. I prefer to strike my enemies to the face. I suppose it's got heft to it, but let's see what else we can find. He does have a crossbow. That's funny. I wonder if he has crossbow expert. Let's see if they fix that crossbow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I'm so weak. I need Jaina to help. Jaina, I am your loyal servant. Help me. Ah! Ah! Man, I love having a slow. It's so convenient. Shadow Priests don't normally have a slow. I could actually kite if I'm a Nightborn. Let's see, how much damage does this do? Nope, not enough. I'm gonna die. Ah, no! Help me, Thrall. Taunt him. Why does your taunt not work? Oof, that was scary. I wouldn't call him an expert if he's using a mace. Right? Ugh. That's not how you use a crossbow. That's probably why he wasn't being able to pull aggro. Stupid Thrall, you idiot. You stupid idiot. Idiot. Moron. Use your crossbow to help me. I need your help. Where's Jaina at? Jaina's so much more helpful. Why isn't Thrall using his shaman powers? You can't use shaman powers in a place that doesn't have elements. He's relying on his warrior training instead. Like, you know, the way all of the different characters get their magic is different. Shamans specifically have to, like, ask for power, because they can't do anything on their own. The strength of the shaman is determined on how willing elementals are willing to help them or not. He lost his power up to Garrosh. The elements don't hear him now. Oh, I guess that might be true as well. There's also the fact that, you know, we're in the Maw and there's no elements here. I'm so weak. Stop hitting me. Shamans equal simps? Yeah, basically. All shamans are basically just simps for the elementals. They ask him real nicely. They're like, elementals, can you help me? I need magic. And they'll be like, no, you can't because you murdered Garrosh. And be like, that's not fair. You gave the other elementals, the other shamans. Ah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm so weak. I need Jaina. Ugh, I don't like having to do all these quests and basically like quest items. I want to be able to blow through all this with my Azurite gear. I miss my Azurite stuff. TLDR for me, please. What the F even happened at the end of BFA Shadowlands? I've been AFK for months. Well, at the end of Shadowlands, we went into Nyalotha and destroyed N'Zoth. We pushed him back into his lair, and then used the Heart of Azeroth to blast him right in his butthole. He was like, oof, ouch, that hurt. I've never used one for stats, but at least it won't break in melee. Let's keep looking. Okay. And then after we killed Nazoth, Sylvanas was like, hey, Bolvar, give me your mask. Bolvar gave it to her, and then she ripped it open. And he was like, what? That's not very nice. And then we went to the Shadowlands. Now we're looking for Sylvanas because we want to give her mask back. But it turns out the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Why the element said no to go down? Because he wanted to kill Garrosh? Yup. Elements say no if you want to kill Garrosh because they're huge Garrosh fanboys. Any news on Garrosh yet? Garrosh did nothing wrong? Right, we might be able to see Garrosh in here. That would be fun. MVP lore writing, this must be one of the blades it's stained with Bane's blood. Nice. You get into Alpha by being a WoW VIP? Yeah, I'm basically in the Alpha because of my YouTube channel. Too long to handle. Oh my god, you're so picky. Better than nothing, I suppose. Let's take one more option. Ugh. You're like a woman picking shoes in a department store. Thrall. Just pick one already. Would Garrosh even be considered where he died? I mean, yeah, he would definitely go to hell. He died in Azeroth. Oh wait, no, he died in Draenor. I forgot about that. Yeah. Like, all of the realms are connected. It's pretty cool. The new quest markers in Alpha are interesting. Not sure how I feel about them. Yeah, they're not as cool as the old ones. This definitely seems like a downgrade. For Azeroth. Probably just use an add-on to have the old ones. Yeah. Thrall shopping times. The elements of Azeroth shouldn't even be mad at Thrall because he killed Garrosh on Draenor. It's because he went out searching for revenge. Everyone said Garrosh deserved to live, and yet he decided no. At least a proper warrior's weapon, so he finally found an axe. Good for you. Now that we have the dagger, it will take the combined will of all of us to sever the weapon's link to the High Chieftain. Jaina, Anduin, and I must do our part to keep Bane's spirit grounded, so it will be up to you, of course it will be, to deal with whatever force is unleashed when the blade is broken. Are you ready up to the task? Sure, whatever. Let's do this, I guess. Aren't those specific main story? The old markers are still on the side? I don't know, actually. That might be true. And that'd probably be a really good way to indicate what's main story and what's not. When did you first join WoW? I first joined back in like 2009, I think. In Wrath of the Lich King. How long do orcs even live? At least 30 years. Give or take. I will break the blade. Be prepared for whatever comes next. Uh-oh. There's 2 Anduins and 2 Jainas. The curse is tearing his soul apart. Well, I'll try my best not to let him die. Don't worry. I think he's coming too. Look, there's 2 of them. They forgot to despawn the old ones with the new event. You have my eternal gratitude, Harumagold. You're welcome. Looks like we still have past version of Anduin and... Oh, look, they finally despawned. Were it not for your efforts, I am certain my body and soul would have been trapped in this forsaken place for eternity. I owe my life, and I will fight my last breath to repay this debt. Let's see, we must move quickly if we wish to find the Waystone. The soul mentioned it overlooks the cauldron, which would put it somewhere upon the ridge on the other side. Unfortunately, this area is swimming with enemy forces. We best avoid engaging them, lest we draw the jailer's attention. Ooh, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Damn it, Thrall, follow me. Pay little heed. What do you think it is? Our way out of here, I hope. Damn it, Thrall. Get over here. Oh, okay, they teleported. That's good. I am ready. Let's do this. The jailer has many forces here, too many for us to defeat on our own. Jaina, can you hide us from their sight? My spell will let us get past most of his guards, but there will likely be some who can see through it. Ooh, do they have true sight? I will guide us through. Stay close. Okay, let's do this. I'm used to Mythic Plus dungeons. I know how to do this. Compared to Malfurion, everyone's weak. Yeah, Malfurion's a powerhouse. Are they going to retcon and forget that 1 minute in the Shadowlands equals 1 year in Azeroth? No, what they said was time works differently. They didn't give any specific dates. That way they can just kind of do whatever they want. You know, a convenient amount of time will pass when they're in the Shadowlands, instead of an inconvenient amount of time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got caught. This barrier will protect us. Okay, thank you, Anduin. These things hurt. Despite all Sylvanas has done, I never thought she would be part of something like this. What? This is exactly what her MO would be. You obviously haven't been paying attention, Thrall. Come on, make us go invisible again, Jaina. Hurry. Oh boy, there's a lot of elite dudes over here. They're making me scared. The barrier will protect us. I don't see no damn barrier. Give me a barrier. There we go. And I'm locked. Who doesn't have true sight? Right? Tauren Warbrave? Oh, that's another group. The barrier will protect us. Frostwolf Warrior? That's supposed to be Thrall. That's funny. They can't have two important people in the same place. So this other dude who's doing the same quest as me, he has a Warbrave instead of Bane, a Frostwolf Warrior instead of Thrall, and just a normal Kirin Tor Archmage instead of Jaina. That's hilarious. I love it. Who do they have as Anduin? A Stormwind Paladin? Oh, so they're confirming that he's a Paladin, huh? Horde Civil War 3. Man, that would be great. You know, what's better than Horde Civil War 2? Horde Civil War 3, of course. I love it when that happens. Yeah, because there's so many important lore characters, so they had to have 3 of them. I mean, 4 of them. Let's go, everyone. Come on, Thrall and Frostwolf Warrior. Stay close, Rimergold. Oh, wait, what? We need to reach it before Jailer takes notes. Okay, let's go. The other group's going to pass us. Let's go, hurry. I think that Kirin Tor Mage is faster than you, Jaina. Once again, proving that Paladins are better than Priests. I mean, Paladins suck, though, and Priests are a lot of fun, so it doesn't really make sense. The Waystone has said to be dormant, yet it seems to be reacting to our presence. And yet I can't find a way to activate it. I'll activate it. I don't think the stone is responding to us. I think it's responding to Haruma Gold. Oh, that makes sense, because I'm special. You guys aren't special enough. We've made it. Anduin examines the obelisk intensely. I've never seen markings like this before. I've studied Titan artifacts, but this appears to be made by a different hand. It doesn't respond to me. I think Jaina's right. The Waystone is reacting to your presence. Perhaps you'll have better luck activating it. Stay on your guard. The Jailer's forces paid no mind when it was dormant. But there's no telling what they'll do if that changes. Activate the eroded Waystone in Corcrix. When the Jailer realizes our plan, he'll send all of his forces after us. I think the stone is gaining power. A relic of the first ones responding to a mortal? Impossible. Maw storm. Take them. Nothing escapes the maw. Except for me. I'm the maw walker. That means I'm cool. I'm gonna die though. I need that barrier. Give me the barrier. Uh-oh. I need barrier. I'm dying. Stop hitting me. Hold the waystone. I'm gonna fucking die. Ah. I need to heal up and just kind of hang out over here. Damn it. Stop. I'm too weak. I'm just gonna let them handle it. They're immortal probably. Wait, is this the maw? Yep. Yield to the inevitable. My forces are endless. We have stopped endless armies before. We will never yield. Yeah, you guys do that. I'm gonna sit back. I'm too weak. I don't have my Azurite powers. And the Sylvanas raid by Arthas is gonna take her out in the cinematic. That would be cool. Damn, they nerfed Jaina after BOD, didn't they? I don't think that's true. I just gotta let them do the fighting. Oh shit, it's like the Legion situation all over again. The jailer's forces are closing in. Stand your ground. For Azeroth. Okay, you guys deal with that. I'm gonna hide. Ooh, the jailer. Mind vision, mind vision, mind vision, mind vision. There it is. Oh, he's right in front of us. Impossible. Hi, I'm the jailer. I look like a hollow from Bleach. Am I supposed to do something? Click on this. The waystone appears. You reach out and touch its surface. Ooh, I leveled up. Yay. I don't want to go to Bastion though. Bastion sucks. I reached Bastion. No, wait. This isn't Bastion. This is that one city. What do I do now? Into the Maw. Complete the introductions to the Shadowlands. Oh, nice. How do you unlock the rogue random queue from Classic Dungeon? Man, good question. I have no idea. Okay, I think that's the intro. There's no major cities in Shadowlands. It's just your Covenant. No, this is the major city. Okay, I'm gonna go now because we're like 5 minutes away from my ending time anyway. And this seems like a good spot to stop it. So, ooh, I have I'm going to be starting up a D&D channel. I'll post it in chat. It's called the D&D Logs. It's going to have clickbait Dungeons and Dragon top 10s. You'll love it. Especially if you like my clickbait top 10 videos. The first episode's being worked on right now. I love D&D, then you'll definitely love my clickbait top 10 videos. Oh boy. And there's no videos yet, but the first one's being worked on. So whenever that's done, I'm a simp for clickbait. Heck yeah. You know it. Okay. I'm going to end it here. Goodbye, my lovely children. Be good to each other. Remember, not all WoW YouTubers are bad. I'd say a vast majority of them are pretty cool people. I can let you know I've personally talked to a whole bunch of them. And I haven't had a single bad experience. Like, not even with Volti. You know, the person that people don't like very much. He's also been pretty cool in private as well. Later, man. Enjoyed it. Yes, yes. Enjoy currency. Goodbye, my dudes. until next week. I need to rest my throat.